My fellow Americans, we've begun to expose the corruption. We've seen how corporations own our government, how elections are controlled, and how our voices are being silenced. And now people are asking me, how? How do we actually change this? How do we take the system back? Because let's be honest, the way things work right now, an outsider like myself or yourself cannot win. No one like us can become president. The system is designed to keep real independent candidates, citizens like you and me, who can be real leaders with revolutionary ideas, out. That's how the system is designed, and that's the truth. So how? How do we break this cycle, and how do we change it? First, we stop playing by their rules. The two-party system is a trap. Every election they give you two pre-approved choices. They make you believe that if you don't pick one, you are wasting your vote. But that's the trick. They keep you locked inside a game you were never meant to win. So the first step, my friends, is we begin to unite. We begin to unite behind a real alternative, someone who doesn't answer to billionaires, someone who isn't owned by corporations, someone who speaks for the people because they are one of the people. And here's where we run into the next problem. That system, it is built to silence those voices. We already know that the media would never cover that person. They won't be allowed in debates. The corporate elite will make sure they are erased before they ever get a chance. So again, how do we do it? Well, I'm going to tell you. The first, we have to build our own media empire. Listen, right now, the mainstream news controls the narrative. They decide who gets airtime, who's labeled a fringe candidate, and who is allowed to exist politically. But guess what? They don't control the internet. They don't control our voices. And we begin to spread the messages through independent media, social media platforms, and even direct outreach to our friends and families, encouraging them to do the same. We blast it, we post it, we make it go viral everywhere. We bypass the machine and create our own network of truth. Next, we mobilize millions. The reason the system doesn't change is because they know most people will never take action. They count on you and me being too busy, too tired, too distracted to do anything. But history has shown us one thing. Mass movements do work when we all finally come together, when millions of people demand change, when they refuse to comply, and when they stop feeding the machine breaks. It's the truth, my friend. Next, we hit their power source, money. Every corrupt politician, every war, every policy that screws us exists because someone is making billions off of it. We take back that power by targeting their profits. We stop funding those companies that lobby against us. We expose which politicians are owned by who, and we use financial resistance to weaken the elite's grip on our power. We demand the removal of career politicians. Right now, Congress has no term limits. That means corrupt politicians stay in power for decades, taking corporate money while doing nothing for us. A real leader would push for term limits, ban corporate lobbying, and outlaw politicians from trading stocks. But they won't do it because the system benefits them. So one more time, what do? We promote real people, real candidates outside of the corporate machine. We flood the system, the internet, with new leaders until their grip weakens. Because the bottom line is the government is not the real power, we are. But they have spent decades convincing us that we are powerless, that we have to play their game and that we cannot win. And that, my friends, is the biggest lie of all. We take the system back by refusing to play their rules. We build our own platforms. We create our own movements. We force change by demanding it in numbers that they cannot ignore. This isn't impossible. This isn't fantasy, and this has worked before and will work again if enough of us wake up and take action. So here's the real question for you. For you, are you ready? Really, are you ready? Please drop a yes in the comment section if you want to talk about how we make this happen, because if we don't take back our country now, we may never get another chance. And most importantly, my friend, please share this video with everyone, everywhere. Thank you.